Hello everyone, RoseGoldSerpent here and welcome back to the Mindful server. This is the second part of the tour. Unfortunately I have lost some footage. I'm not really sure what happened, but I'll be working to fix it in the future. And we are jumping straight into Wolfo's home, where he very kindly gave us a tour and Lautner got a little bit stuck.
Yeah. Hello.
You made it.
I did it.
Congrats, well done.
Oh, here's a bow. It's not that great, but I got it from a skeleton.
Oh, thank you.
You can shoot your fancy arrows now.
Yeah, so like this is the stable thing. There's
free
just
to shoot
random
me.
blocks because this is what I had in my inventory.
Fair.
A bed. I'm never really at this base. You got. Oh yeah, you can glitch right here if you go like that. You can get inside the block.
Yeah, it's weird.
You
Oh,
walk
my
in,
horse.
close the door.
Good.
Oh yeah, and you can just it's and this you don't have to.
I don't know where I am.
You're on the horse, Lautner. So far, everything I've seen on the server has been really amazing. Everyone's builds are great, and everyone has been super helpful too. Wolfo went and showed us his iron farm too, after we'd had a quick look at his house. And Lautner had some fun with the levers.
Hours of entertainment for me.
And then Wolfo really wanted us to see his giant hole.
You want to see my giant hole now?
Holes! Any hole is a
Yeah.
goal.
Just be very careful. It's a big hole. There are some chunk issues here.
Okay.
If you might be able to see, it just drops off. Totally not my hole.
Oh, wow.
It's a
son.
hole. And don't fly. One sec.
No, I don't have fireworks. I need to go here. Okay.
Oh, watch out! Watch out! Watch out! I'm sending.
What inspired this madness?
So above you have this thing, which is a. I'll
Yeah.
actually send one off that works. One sec.
Oh, I think
So this.
I've seen similar stuff to this.
Yeah. Let me just send this one off. So you'll see that TNT drops. Oh,
Yep.
watch out, Lautner.
Fine.
Right in the blast zone.
Yeah.
I'm just
Where are
stuck
you guys?
here.
At my hole.
Ah.
My big
should
hole.
know.
Does the hole have purpose, or were you just like bored?
It has purpose.
Do we know what
Not-
it is? Have you figured it out?
Yeah, I know it. I built it for one specific reason: mob farms.
Very valid questions, I must say.
Thank you. I personally thought that the lava made it look really nice and fun, but for the sake of mod farming, that'll have to be taken out at some point, as Wolfo explained. Then the boys very kindly helped me get back to spawn. Do this. Do you want me to
3,
go into the hole?
2, 1.
Respawn. Where am I? I slept in front of your house, so I'm just here.
Lautner here.
Nope. Still here.
Okay, I'm gonna try.
I mean, if you're placing the bed back in the same spot, she's gonna spawn there.
I'm gonna hit you with the shovel.
The shovel. Okay, now where am I? Ah, I'm back where I first started at the main spawn. Yay!
There we go.
I actually thought this second part of the tour would be much longer, but I lost more footage than I realised, so rather than just end it here at 4 or whatever minutes, I'm going to continue on with what I've been doing since I joined the server, so you guys can see the start of my first build. So when I jumped back in, I was alone on the server, so I leapt in a random direction in search of a place I could call home. I only really travelled for 10 or so minutes before I found a nice piece of land on the edge of a desert that I decided to call my own. It was a tranquil little spot and I immediately got started setting out my little starter place. For now, I wasn't going to do too much as I wanted to get mining right away, and I already have in mind the sort of build project I want to do here. It's a little different from what I normally do, and I just hope that with the reference images I've got, I can make a good go of it. The main reason I wanted to get mining quickly was A, for resources, and B, because I knew I was going to need a lot of stone for this build. That's right, I said stone, not cobblestone. The build I've got in mind is something like a Victorian town's house. I wanted it to be mostly stone with some wood decorations. And as I've got no enchantments and no diamonds to purchase anything from the shopping district, I'm just going to have to smelt down the cobblestone that I need to use. I also appear to have a tremendous amount of luck, as I found an abandoned mine shaft right away straight where I was digging. I am so lucky. I always seem to find these things. As you can tell, I was very excited with my find. That's the top of one by the looks of it. I'm so lucky. I always seem to find good things. Isn't it daylight yet? I decided I'd come back to the mine shaft at a later time, as I wanted to get building, and started levelling out the land I wanted to use for my townhouse, as I knew I was going to need a flat space, and quite a sizable flat space too. Nothing humongous, but decently sized, at least. Once the land was ready, it was time to get building. I haven't quite got the replay mod working alongside Optifine yet, so this speedy piece of build will be in third person. However, I will add some funky music as we go and have a chat with you guys about what you'd like to see whilst I'm on the Mindful server. So my goal for building is, as always, to improve my building skills. I'm using a reference image for this townhouse I found on Pinterest, but the eventual goal is to make a small estate with a little square in the middle, with there being 3 or 4 houses along each side of the square and then some sort of monument in the middle. Maybe a fountain, maybe a statue, I haven't quite decided yet. Any ideas you have, feel free to leave in the comments. The reason I'm doing it this way is so that I can, hopefully, see as my builds get better each time. I also want to do it because I just think it'll look nice and it'll be something a bit different. I also do have an idea of a shop that I'd like to set up in the shopping district. I'm just not sure how well it would do yet. I might ask and see if people would be interested in the service that I would be providing. I'm also stuck between 2 design ideas for this shop that I may have to run by everyone before I actually build it. It's a funny pun, but the design that the pun is based off it's not rude, but it's kind of 18 plus. I don't know how to describe it without telling you what it is. It's funny, but I need to check if everyone will be okay before I build it. I don't want to upset anyone. If not, I have a secondary design that I can do as well. And once it's done, I'll tell you guys what the original design plan was, and you guys can sort of decide. I just thought it would be funny, but I'll probably check before I get started on that one. I also want to try and create a fun community build at spawn. When I joined, I was given a very nice welcome pack, and I think it'd be really fun to have a building where all these welcome packs are stored, and members of the server can just donate things for new members, and when new members join, there's just welcome packs waiting for them. I know that I think it was Wolfo had to run to get mine ready for when I turned up, so I think it'd be nice if there was just some ready and everyone could donate something fun to the new members, and then there's a variety of things for when they start. So once I got to this point, I wanted to get the roof on. I don't have any scaffolding yet, so I'm just using dirt to get up and down and up and down and up and down. I got most of the roof done before I ran out. Thankfully, I was no longer alone on the server. Out of the sky came Random, floating down like a majestic duck to save the day, with not only some dark oak saplings, but some bone meal too. She had a quick look around my unfinished build. I hope she doesn't judge me for the temporary dirt floors. They won't be there forever, I swear. Thank you, Random. I should add that whilst I was waiting for Random, I'd started adding iron bars around the build to mimic the iron railings these houses usually have, as well as to make a cute little entirely redundant balcony that you can't actually get to. Yay! With the roof finished, I started adding some more external decorations. I want this build to be simple, but still look good. So there's going to be a lot of trial and error right now, and I ended up having particular difficulties with the windows. I added some flooring into the bottom layer of the house. I think this ground floor level will be a kitchen when I get around to decorating. The top one will probably be the bedroom and where I sleep, etc, etc. But beyond that, I don't really know what I'm doing with that second floor. I want a kitchen, okay? So I'm gonna have one. I wanted to try and make an arched looking door, but I don't think I made this build big enough to really get the desired effect. The corners just don't quite look the way I want them to, but you live and learn, and maybe next time I'll make something bigger and it'll work the way I want it to. Then I spent some time arguing with the windows. The image I found has a reference, had windows with 4 panes and a cross in the middle, made of wood or something. Try as I might, I couldn't get anything that quite looked the way I wanted it to. None of the panels and panes or bits and pieces really sat the way I liked. But it wasn't for lack of trying. Do I prefer them up or down? I like them up because you get more sunlight, but I like them down because they look like chocolate. Going for this townhouse kind of thing. Kinda looks like a townhouse. Not really though. Ugh. You can make chains do the crossy over thingy, can't you? So I tried chains. I hated it. How'd it? It don't do what I want it to do. Nah, I wonder if I can just make the whole thing out of a chain. What if I just... I wonder if I could... Nope. I just want it to look like a nice window. Like a nice British window. This I don't mind. This is kind of cool. And you can't get in. But baby zombies can. And you can't do that either. Because that looks hella weird. I ended up spending quite some time arguing with different designs. Nothing quite did what I wanted it to do. I just couldn't make it look the way I wanted. Nope! You know what? I'm just leaving it like that. And here's where we're at so far. There's still plenty to do, but other things are brewing on the server and I owe someone a nice hot cup of tea. I've been RoseGoldSerpent. Like, subscribe and leave a comment to let me know what you thought. Subscribe to all the other members of the Mindful server and I will catch you later. Bye!